That was a very...
Thank you.
Well, you know, on issue 1, there are only there's 3 people, 3 groups or 3 kinds of people that are for issue 1: drug dealers, California billionaires, and Richard Cordray.
And the ACLU.
Yeah, and the ACLU. I don't even know if they're from Ohio. They just kind of, weigh in here. But well, great. So, who's in charge of this thing?
That's allegedly me. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, for coming.
Our young kids especially are ready for kindergarten, that they're reading by the 3rd grade, that they're proficient in math by the time they get to 6th grade, that while they're in junior high school, we don't have to wait until they get to junior high school. We're going to start building partnerships with the private sector and the public sector educators to help young people see what their future can be about. And then, so that when they enter high school, they are on a track to have a career, to be career or college ready when they graduate. So that when they leave high school, they're either leaving with college credits in their pocket, truly college ready, to go to an Ohio college or university, or by the time you're 18 years old, you're ready to go out and tackle life. And that's when it all comes together. A great economic development policy that attracts innovation and investment, that grow new jobs, and the best talented and educated workforce in all of the Midwest. And when I say that, that might mean a biochemist PhD that graduates from one of our top universities, or just having more people that have the life skills to pass a drug test and show up to work 5 days a week.
Yep. You're here.
Everything would be great. Thank you very much. Well, I am, first of all, thank you for taking the time to be here today, and I'm gonna share a few thoughts that hopefully will set the stage for where we're going to go over the next 20 days to win this election. Mike DeWine and I were just on the phone together, so he sends his greetings. I don't even know where he is today. We talk all the time, but none of us. I was like, "Where were you today? Where was I? We were all these different places." But Fran and Tina and some of the other spouses are traveling in Southwest Ohio today. And Tina did her first live radio interview today.
Wow. Ooh, impressive.
And she did pretty good. So.
I'm sure she did.
would.
Yeah.
I'm sure she did.
Put her on instead of me from now on.
We weren't going to go that far.
It's great. But a couple of things. And first of all, as this campaign is unfolded, you get to see the true colors of where things really stand on where people are on issues. And I don't know if you watched any of the debates, but we were releasing this either today or tomorrow. I don't know. It's so much stuff going on. But Richard Cordray, during the course of the debates and the campaign, has promised $5 billion a year in new spending for everybody's things that he's going to spend new money on. To pay for that would cost each household in the state of Ohio an additional $1,100 in new taxes. Okay, so there's one of two things going on in the campaign. Either he's making promises he knows he's not going to keep, or he's going to raise your taxes by $1,100 a household to keep them. All right. Either way, that's not what we need in Ohio.
That's right.
That's not what we need in Ohio. And furthermore, where he has been on. Where he's been in terms of the contrast between Richard Cordray and Mike DeWine on the opioid crisis couldn't be more stark. It really speaks to a complete lack of judgment that Richard Cordray would bring Eric Holder to Ohio, team up with a bunch of California billionaires to amend the Ohio Constitution to let felons out of prison early and make Ohio a safe haven for drug dealers. Because it doesn't take a genius to figure this out, that if you're allowed to possess enough fentanyl, dealer amount types of fentanyl, up to enough to kill 10,000 people, all right? Think about that. Kill thousands and thousands of people. You could have that much in your possession, and you couldn't even face jail time. It would be a misdemeanor, all right?
Ridiculous.
And he wants to put this in the Ohio Constitution. And you don't have to be a prosecutor or a sheriff to realize, or a chief of police, that if it's a felony in Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania, and it's a misdemeanor in Ohio, where are people going to come to do their drug deals?
Exactly.
To Ohio. We don't want more of this, we want less of it. So as this campaign is unfolding, you see where Richard Cordray, his ideas are a little extreme. They're a little maybe California-like, you know, left wing. And that's not Ohio. That's not where we are as people. And we have a huge election. I see you got a lot of campaign literature. Statewide, all of the statewide people that are on the ballot, it is literally every one of us could win or every one of us could lose. Not 10.5, 4.5. We've created 575,000 jobs in Ohio during that period of time. We have a balanced budget. We cut taxes to make Ohio one of the best states in the nation to do business. CNBC, who used to have us rated like in the high 30s, now we're 15th best state in the nation to do business. And when you do when that happens, you do better. People have jobs. And now the number one problem that employers face right now is they can't find enough people to fill all the jobs they're creating. All that's happened in just 8 years that we flipped the switch on this. And now people have hope. People have jobs. People have opportunities. And people do believe that Ohio has a bright future. And they're encouraging their kids to live here and go to work here. As a matter of fact, I talked to some people the other day who are moving back here, who are Florida residents and Arizona residents, are saying, yeah, Ohio is becoming a place where we really, are going to reestablish our residence because it makes sense to do that now. But I ask you this question. I want you to really think about this. Think. If 1 or 2% of the voters 8 years ago had made a different choice, and Ted Strickland and Richard Cordray were reelected, do you think all of these good things would have happened?
Absolutely. No.
Because this is what we did. We created Jobs Ohio, which was a privatized economic development organization. We cut business taxes. We balanced the budget. We eliminated the estate tax, okay, which was driving people out of Ohio. We cut the income tax for every single person in Ohio so they could keep more of what they earned to spend and save on their priorities. Do you think those things would have happened if